Hey everyone, it's me Alex and welcome to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to turn any TV into a digital menu board. So you might have seen a video I did a while back showing you how to turn any TV into a digital menu board. The steps are the same almost. You just need a USB flash drive and a TV you can buy at the store. It could be Vizio, Samsung, or those other TV brands. Those all work. But people were asking me in the comments if you could also do this in portrait mode. The answer is yes. The file can be in portrait mode, but the thing is that the TV settings are still going to be in horizontal, which you'll see in a little bit once I plug this into my TV. You'll see that all the menus will still be horizontal. So yes, this will work in portrait mode. Right now, once we create our file using Canva, or again, like I said in my other video, you guys can use Canva, PowerPoint, Google Slides, or all that. I'm going to show you how to change the adjustment on Google Slides as well, in case you guys are more comfortable using Google Slides. The dimensions are going to be the same because you're going to be changing the file to vertical. But again, like I did say, the file is going to be in vertical mode, but the TV is going to be still showing all the menus in horizontal because it's not a commercial TV, meaning you can't change the orientation of the TV. I mean, you can mount it vertical and all that, but you can't change like the menu orientation on the TV. So when you want to change some settings, it's gonna be mounted already vertical, so you're gonna have to like tilt your head to see like settings and all that in case you need to adjust that. But of course, like I did say in my other video, since it's not a commercial TV, the files are going to be on your USB flash drive, but the TV, once you turn it on again, it's not going to load to that file. You need to manually press on source again and select your USB. So it's not going to save on that. I mean, your files are going to be on the USB flash drive, but you're going to have to click on source again and select your USB file to play the content again on your display. So you're going to have to tilt your head and select that setting. But before we get started, hi, it's anyone new here. My name is Alex Torres. I do helpful technology videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's going to help my channel grow. Thank you. And while you're at it, make sure to follow me on social media. All my links are down in the description. So let's get started with the video. So here we are on my computer setup. So of course I'm using Canva, but again, I'm going to show you how to do this on Google Slides. You can do this on Google Slides, Microsoft PowerPoint, Adobe, and there's so many other platforms you can use nowadays. So remember when I did my other video, I went ahead and typed for templates and I typed digital menu. Here I recommend you try to skip that step. In case you didn't see that video, you can check it out in the iCard, which I'll link right here. So once you're in Canva, you want to click on the create icon on the left, and we're going to press on custom size. And you want to enter these dimensions. So we're going to do 1080 by 1920, just like that. And make sure it's on px for pixels. Once you have that, you can press on create new design. It's going to go ahead and open it on a new slide for you. And as you can see, it's already in portrait mode. So of course, it might show you other stuff, other formats, because of course, if this is for portrait mode, it might think it's like a dock or something. So for example, you can look up some menu items. We can do just like food menu right here. Of course, you could always customize this to however you want, especially with Canva. It's really easy to customize stuff. So once you're in here, let's just say you do some edits. You can delete some pictures. Let's say you don't want that. You can bring it back, and you can edit your stuff up. So you can zoom in. Of course, this is a pre-made template. Of course, you can create your own from scratch. So let's just say a cheeseburger is $10. You can remove some stuff. Let's just say there's no, oops. You can remove the box if you want as well. Of course, this is just a demonstration. Let's say you don't have a hot dog. You can delete that. Of course, this is all up to your business. So you pick what you want to add on here. Once just like that, let's just say, perfect, this is done. Of course, to make this easy and to show you how to pass this to your TV, I'm going to keep it simple just like the other video. You can add another page, for example, or unless you just have one page, you would download this one right here. So if, let's say you have another menu, you want the screen to adjust to another picture, you can click on add a page. It's going to be blank, of course, because we created a design from scratch. There's nothing here. So we can go ahead and again, look for some designs. We can do another menu. We can add this one. Just for example, again, I'm not going to edit this, but of course, if you use Canva, there is a lot of templates here you can just customize for free. I'm not paying for Canva Pro. As you can see, it says upgrade. There's a lot of stuff still here on Canva. You can preview by clicking full screen. Of course, right now it might look like this on your monitor or wherever you're editing this on your computer. It might look cut off on the border. I'm going to show you how to fix this. And of course, you can do slideshow mode if you have more than one picture. Of course, you could also add some MP4 files to load on there. Just make sure, again, once you do the videos, you need to adjust it to this dimension so it shows on the TV in vertical mode. So let's just say perfect. Let's just say I'm done. This is perfect for me. So then you want to grab your USB flash drive. which I'll show you right here. You're gonna grab your USB flash drive and plug it into your computer, which I'll show you right here. So this right here is my MacBook, because right now it's connected to my monitor for a bigger screen. So you're gonna grab your USB flash drive, and you're gonna plug it in either to your computer, of course mine doesn't, or a USB-C hub. Mine doesn't have an actual physical USB port. I have an older MacBook. Or if you have a Windows, you can just plug this anywhere. So I'm gonna plug it into the hub, my USB hub. And as you can see, it's going to start flashing orange, or red, sorry. If yours also has a light, that means it's perfect. It's connected to your computer. Now I'm going to show you a view to my MacBook. So perfect. We're going to go ahead and minimize Canva. Once you enter your USB flash drive to your computer, you're going to see it show up on your computer. So we're going to go ahead and open it. The folder is going to be empty. Especially if this is a brand new USB, or if you already use some stuff, you can create a folder. You can create a new folder just for your menu stuff. For example, we can name it menu. And then we can open that folder, and then it will be blank. But again, I recommend you use a brand new USB flash drive, so keep it simple and just keep all your menus in one spot. So now we're going to go back to Canva, and we want to download our menu. So we're going to click on share, and then we're going to click on download. And you want to make sure it's not on PNG, especially because some TVs are really picky with the format. I recommend you switch this for JPEG. Once you select JPEG, just click on pages. We're gonna uncheck all pages and just select one page at a time. Especially because when you do more than one like this, when you download two at the same time, it's going to download a zip. And sometimes TVs don't read that. So to avoid confusion, just download it as one each time. So we're gonna go ahead and download page 1. And as you can see, it's being downloaded to my computer. And there we go. As you can see, I already opened it up right here. We're going to close that. And now we're going to download the second one. So download, again, switch this to JPEG. And then now we're going to uncheck 1. Or unless you don't have 2 pages, for example, you're just downloading 1 page, you don't need to uncheck or do anything here because you're just going to have 1 menu right here. For this example, I have 2. So you would download the second one. Of course, like I said, if you have 1, just download that 1 image. And there we go, there's our file. So once you download your images from Canva, you want to search for a 90-degree picture converter. So those are not the pictures you're gonna pass to your USB flash drive. So for example, we're gonna go ahead and do this one. And we need to convert our image to 90 degrees because if we don't, here's a little video of what happens. As you can see, especially if you have more than 1 picture, the pictures are going to keep on swapping back to horizontal view. So you need to lock the image to 90 degrees. So here's what we're going to do. Once you get your Canva images, we want to convert them to 90 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and upload them to this image right here. Right here. So we're going to click on rotate 90 degrees left or right. It doesn't really matter. Go ahead and click on rotate. Like that. Perfect. So that's how we need it. And we're going to download that again as a JPEG. And we're going to go ahead and allow a download. Perfect. So that's the way it is. So now, another one. So now we need to go ahead and upload our second image. So once you download that image, it's really important you do this for any TV brand. Samsung TVs, I know for sure, allow you to rotate the image if it's just 1. But some TVs are really picky. So I recommend you convert it no matter what. Especially then later you're going to have some issues and it's not going to be able to work correctly. So now we're going to upload our second one right here. And now we're going to rotate that 90 degrees. So we're going to click on rotate. And there we go. And again, JPEG, because it's really picky with the format. So perfect. So once you have that, we're going to go ahead and pass those to our USB flash drive. So this right here is how you would do it in Google Slides, in case you're more comfortable with Google Slides. Of course, you can be very creative on Google Slides. For example, let's say you do not want to use the free templates on Canva or you want to do your own design. You could also do it here on Google Slides. So you can choose a template but the first thing you'll want to do is go click on File. We're going to press on Page Setup. And then we want to do Custom. So here is what you would do. Again, 1080 times 1920. And you want to change it to pixels. Don't keep it on inches. We're going to push pixels. And then as you can see, it's going to convert it for you anyways. So once you put that, and then just change it to pixel, and we're going to put Apply. And then as you can see, now it's in vertical mode, just like how it was in Canva. So for example, here we can do, let's say this right here is our theme. We have a menu right here. We can add boxes. You can preview it by clicking like on slideshow mode. So this is how it's going to look like on your screen. But as you can see, we can even add more. For example, we can add another slide and we can add more stuff here. Or for example, if you just have 1 picture, you would just have 1 slide. But again, like I said, you have to download it. So we're going to click on File, Download. And again, we're going to do JPEG. We're not going to do PNG or other file formats because again, some TVs are very picky with the format and they might not like PNG or any other file. So we're going to click on JPEG. And it's just going to download that one image. As you can see, it downloaded it to my computer. So once you download it as a JPEG, it only downloads that one slide you have selected. It does not download the second one. So let's say we need to download, you have more than one, then you would click on your next slide again, and then we're going to press on File, Download, and then JPEG again. So as you can see, it's going to go ahead and download that. As you can see it downloaded already. And there we go. So as you can see, if I go ahead and drag this over here, you can see, as you can see, this is on my computer now. This is what I downloaded, the testing123 file. So then from here, the steps would meet up again. So then you need to do the 90-degree converter again to convert your file to 90 degrees. Because again, like you'll see the picture again in a little bit that the screen's going to convert it to vertical mode. So you need to change this to horizontal view. So that would change that converter online. So now those images you just downloaded, we're going to go ahead and upload them to our USB flash drive. As you can see, it's already flipped. As you can see, it's already in 90 degrees. There we go. As you can see, the image is now 90 degrees, and now we're going to go ahead and upload the other one. There we go. That's it. So now we can go ahead and close our file and eject our USB flash drive. And there we go. So we can remove it from our computer. This is a little tight for me, but you want to locate your USB port. So that right there are the USB ports on my TV. I'm going to go ahead and plug them in. And if your USB has a cover like mine, you can just go ahead and open it up like this. And we're going to plug it into the TV. Sorry, I said plug them in. You're sorry, just plug in the USB to your TV. And now it's in. As you can see, it's connected. So as you can see, there is one extra step you need to do for vertical TVs, especially because some TVs do not allow to rotate the image on the TV. When it's horizontal mode, it doesn't really matter because all TVs, of course, work in horizontal mode. So once you plug in your USB flash drive, you want to go to get your remote and select source. You need to select the USB. So we're going to go ahead and go to, of course, this is a Samsung TV, so we're going to go by clicking the home button, and then we're going to click the three lines on the bottom left to select the input, which is down there. Connected devices, and then it's going to load the inputs, and then we're going to press on USB. So of course, yours might be different. This one says USB disk 3.0. So we're going to select that. And it's going to load your files. So once you connect your USB, of course, as you can see now, it shows all your pictures. So these are the pictures I downloaded from Canva and readjusted with the converter. So of course, the converter step is really important to ensure you keep getting your pictures in 90 degrees. So we can preview it by clicking on the select button. And there we go. As you can see, our picture is locked. So now, let's just say this was one picture. There we go. It's stopped there. Or of course, if you have more than one picture, some TVs have a slideshow mode. As you can see, it says play. We can press on the select button, and now it's playing in slideshow. So it's going to keep swiping through the pictures until you have the last one. So for example, let's just say it had another picture after this. It's going to keep on cycling through the day. So there are some functions available on the TV itself. As you can see, options. There is slideshow speed. So let's say if this is normal speed, let's say it's too fast for your customers or still, you can press on slow and it would slow down the speed. Or let's say it's too slow, you can do fast. But what I recommend is if you have more than one TV, you can have one picture, each TV playing a different slideshow, or however you like to customize that. Slideshow effects, you can have some cool animations. Let's say you want to lock it on one animation, or you can do a random animation each time. So now when we press on play, oh, it's already playing. It's going to have a cool animation each time it swaps to a new picture right here. There we go. As you can see, that's a cool animation. And then, of course, after this one is going to be a whole different animation. This is pretty cool to have a different animation and not just like swap each time. So that's really cool, especially if this is still too fast for you, you can just swap the speed. So then we're going to click on the more options. You can do background music. Background music selects any music files you have on your USB flash drive. So this does not mean you can play like another background music from like Apple Music, your iPhone or stuff. It just plays files from your USB flash drive, which I don't think is recommended because of course if it's in a business setting, you don't want like hearing music from the TV the whole time because you might have other speakers installed. And then information just tells you the file info. As you can see, the resolution and how much size it's taken on the USB flash drive. So that's pretty much it. That's how to turn any TV into a digital menu board in portrait mode using a USB flash drive. Of course, the rotating step and converting the image to 90 degrees is essential because some TVs don't support 90 degrees. Here's a little picture of my Samsung TV before I converted it, just showing in horizontal mode. Just showing the image in horizontal mode, so meaning the picture would still be crooked. But once you convert it 90 degrees, it's locked at that degree, or that would be in vertical mode because it can't move. So that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And if you would like to purchase your own brand new USB flash drive, I've placed some options for USB flash drives in the description below. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more tech videos. Bye.